was living in Devil Town. I didn't know it was Devil Town.
Happy today, all my YouTubians, ODYSEEans, Slayin, Sayins, Cobra Kais, and all my pumpkin Hobie smashing. I am Asherella. This is my channel, Original Asherella, and we are a few days into September, so that means it is officially spooky season. And if you've been around my channel for a while, or for at least the past year, you know that in the weeks leading up to Halloween, I kind of ramp up and amp up the spooky and Halloween themed and Halloween adjacent content. And this year is not going to be any exception. So I'm very excited about that. Mr. Bones back here is very excited about that. And my black sparkly heart is aflutter right now. And today's video is certainly no exception to the spooky content. We're going to be looking at a news article where some archaeologists just recently unearthed a female vampire grave in Poland, and I cannot wait to read this article because I've only read the first section. We're going to be reading it together, and I'm very, very excited about it, and I'm going to get into all that in just a second. But before we talk about this vampire chick that they dug up, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're watching on YouTube. If you are watching on ODYSEE, you can follow the channel. You can gently press the notification bell on either platform. So make sure you gently caress. You can leave me a like, you can leave me a dislike. You can follow me on my things. I have the Insta thing, and I have the Twitter thing. Okay guys, as previously mentioned, we're going to be reading an article about a vampire that was dug up. Okay, this is from Heritage Daily, and I will link the article down in the description. Okay, the title, Padlocked Vampire Grave Found in Poland with Sickle Over Neck.
Archaeologists from the Tora Nicholas Copernicus University have found a grave from the 18th century containing a female vampire buried with a sickle over the neck to prevent her ascension to vampirism.
What jerks? Why would they? Anyway.
The concept of blood-sucking spirit or demon consuming human flesh has been told in mythology and folktales in almost every civilization throughout the centuries. One of the earliest vampiric depictions stems from cuneiform texts by the Akkadians, Sumerians, Assyrians, and Babylonians, where they referred to demonic figures such as the Lilu and the Lili-Tu. During the late 17th and 18th centuries, the folklore for vampires as we imagine became rampant in the verbal traditions and lore of many European ethnic groups. They were described as the revenants of evil beings, suicide victims, witches, corpses possessed by malevolent spirits, or the victim of a vampiric attack.
That's how I got my things. During the 18th century,
vampire sightings across Eastern Europe had reached its peak, with frequent exhumations and the practice of staking to kill potential revenants. This period was commonly referred to as the 18th century vampire controversy. Archaeologists found that a burial near ODYSEE, a city in northern Poland, an anthropological study revealed that she had protruding front teeth, suggested that her appearance may have led superstitious locals in the 17th century to brand her a witch or vampire. In fear of her ascension, a sickle was placed around her neck while a padlock was tied to the toe on the left foot. Referring to the sickle, Professor Darius Polinsky from Nicholas Copernicus University explained that the position would have decapitated the individual should they have tried to rise from the grave.
Oh my god, that is so harsh. Oh my god. Okay.
Despite the morbid nature of the grave, the woman was buried with a silk cap on her head, which was a luxury commodity in the 17th century, suggesting that the deceased held a high social status.
Of course, she was a vampire queen. She was a vampire baddie badass. Come on.
Previous burials have been found in Poland showing anti-vampiric customs such as several skeletons with severed heads underneath Krakow, or a burial in the Kami Pomorski, which had a break force in its mouth. However, this is the first example in Poland where a sickle has been positioned to prevent ascension to vampirism.
Okay, so if they thought she was a vampire because of her teeth, she was already befanged, right? Why did they feel like they needed to decapitate her if she rose from the dead? Because that's not how you kill a vampire. You don't kill a vampire by beheading them. Like, that's not how you kill a vampire. She would still exist if she was a vampire. Now, I am not super familiar with, like, Polish vampire lore specifically, and that might be something because, you know, throughout, like, you know, history, and as long as, you know, vampire myth and lore have been a thing, you know, different cultures have different ways of, you know, ridding themselves of a vampire. Most commonly, wooden stake through the heart, or a stake through the heart just in general, but y'all don't need to know about that. No, I'm just kidding. But I just found this very interesting and definitely appropriate for me and spooky season. Let me know what your favorite vampire movie or story or whatever is down in the comments below. I don't even have to tell you guys what my favorite vampire movie is because everybody already knows. But if this is your first time here, The Lost Boys is my favorite vampire movie. It's not just my favorite vampire movie. It's my favorite movie ever. So I love me some Lost Boys. Let me know your favorite vampire movie, story, whatever, down in the comments below. That is it for today. I am Asherella, the original, the befanged and the original. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you are watching on ODYSEE, follow the channel. I got nothing as far as ODYSEE engagement going on lately. So if you're on ODYSEE, do me the favor and subscribe to my channel on ODYSEE. Leave me a like, gently caress the notification bell on either platform so you know every time I upload a video. So let me shimmy as much as I can. Leave me a like. Follow me on my things. I have the Insta thing. I have the Twitter thing. Find my Twitch channel. It is called Original Asherella also. It is different content than I do here. Live Sunday 6 p.m. Kino and commentary. We watch movies. It's a good time, so check that out. Always tap in, never tap out. And don't forget to keep on slaying like a Sayin.